Hello, my name is Lillian Okibe. Welcome to my channel. So my braids are officially 2 weeks old. I told you guys that I wanted to wear my braids for long, and I actually succeeded in wearing them for 2 weeks as planned, and I'm so excited. I actually enjoyed wearing the braids, to be honest, and I'm only taking them down now because I just feel like I don't want to keep them longer than 2 weeks because I have like content to create here on YouTube. I've already done like more than half like of my head, so this is just the part that is left for me to do. I promised you guys I was going to film the takedown, so that's why I'm doing this. But after I take it down, I'm also going to be styling my hair in a coily puff, so if that's something you're interested in, then please keep on watching. So to take down the braids, you want to make sure that your hair is moisturized. I moisturized my hair not too long ago, so my hair is actually like really moisturized right now. So I'm just going to be taking braid by braid and unraveling. So what you want to do is take the braid you want to unravel, and when I was doing the tutorial for the mini braids, I told you guys not to twist down to the end. That's because if you twist down to the end, when it's time for you to take down the braids, it's going to be difficult. So if my hair is actually lubricated right now because I moisturized not too long ago and I did like a really good job, so my hair is lubricated and moisturized. That's why I'm not moisturizing. Normally you should apply some oil on your hands just to make the takedown easier, but my hair has enough oil in it right now, so that's why I'm not doing that. So you're going to find the parts that you twisted, and then you basically just undo the twist. You want to be very careful, and that's why I recommend that whenever you do mini braids or mini twists, especially mini braids, when you are taking them down, pick a day. I would say like just spread the takedown just so that you don't get overwhelmed and rush through things and cause breakage. I feel like that's the mistake many people make when they do protective styles and they don't get the results that they actually hope for, and that's because most times the number one mistake is how they install the style. But for many people, it's usually when they take down the style, they are not usually gentle enough, and so all the length that you think you've accumulated all through the period that you wore that particular style, if you are not gentle when you're unraveling the style, everything will just be gone, like all gone. And if you're even not really careful, you're even going to lose some length that you already have had before. So that's why it's very important to be very gentle and like take your time and really careful when you're taking them down. I'm still trying to untwist the ends. The longer you wear your style, the more gentle you really have to be, because your hair is going to like just want to be in that state of the twist of the braid, so you really want to be careful as you're taking them down. So now I'm done undoing the twist. So I have 2 strands, so now I'm just going to start undoing the braids. And the takedown is the reason why I recommend that when you're moisturizing your hair, when throughout the period that you're wearing your mini braids or like mini twists, you want to make sure that you're putting something like really heavy on the ends, like a butter or like a heavy cream. My number one option is a butter, so that it just like helps to keep your ends sort of elongated, so that when you're taking them down, like your ends will not be too coiled and like tangled. Despite the fact that my hair is not really like tangled, I'm still meeting some obstruction along the way, and I'm like taking my time to just walk through it. So when I'm done unraveling the braids, I just go ahead and gently separate, so that I don't have to detangle my hair again like when I'm done doing everything. I feel like this just helps to save time, so that you are not going to have to start detangling all over again when you're done braiding. So I'm done doing that braid. That took a while. And this is how much hair I lost. Like not so much, just like a few strands of hair. So this is the last braid. Let me show you guys again what I've been doing. And then you try to find the twist, the part that is twisted, and you untwist it gently. And then you just start to unbraid the hair. This is like I think one of the loosest braids I did, so this is relatively easy for me. And that's why, like, if you don't want too much stress when you're taking down the braids, then it's advisable for you to make them loose. If I had done everything like this, like, taking down the braids would have been like a breeze. But most of the braids were a little tighter than this, that's why it took so long. Yesterday it took me about 3 hours to do the parts that I had already done, like that I showed you guys earlier. And then now I've spent about 1 hour 30 minutes. So overall this took me 4 hours, approximately 4 hours 30 minutes to do. I don't know if I can remember exactly, but I think I counted braids when I did them, and I had about 77 braids when I did them. So 77 braids took me 4 hours 4 hours 30 minutes approximately to take down. So that's pretty long, actually, to be honest. That's long. But considering the fact that I enjoy the style and I like maintenance did not take much, it's kind of worth it. And if I actually wanted to have that, I could have left the braids in my hair a little longer. So it's not that bad. So now we've gotten to the juicy part. I'm going to be styling my hair in a coily fro. But first, let me show you guys how much hair I lost, like, from unraveling the braids. This is how much hair I lost, like, from yesterday and today, like, all together. This is how much hair I lost. That's pretty small, but I'm very sure that I still have a lot of shed hairs stuck in my hair, because that's too small for 2 weeks worth of hair loss. So I'm just going to take my hair tie and make a regular ponytail. I'm trying to, like, use my hands to act as a comb, just to, like, try as much as I can to cover the parts that I had in my hair from the braids. So you can use a comb for this, actually. You don't have to use your hands, but I don't just feel like using a comb. So because the hair tie I'm using is like, it has a really small circumference, so that's why I'm wrapping it only once. I'm not letting it go in, like, you cannot really expand so much. So I'm wrapping it once, and then I'm just, like, arranging my hair in the puff, just to make sure that, like, all the strands of my hair are in the puff. I'm trying to make sure that all the strands of my hair are in the puff, but I'm also trying not to make it too tight. After doing that, I actually want to make sure that my hair, the puff is not too tight. So I'm just going to, like, put my hands, like, if my hands cannot go in, then I know that it's too tight. So I'm going to check all around. This is the secret to wearing puffs so frequently and not having it damage your hair. So all around, you can see how loose it is. Like, my hand I can like comfortably pick out hair from the puff. I'm just going to take some water to, like, smooth the hair, to cover some of all these, like, parts that I had from the braids. So take my spray bottle, spray some water into my hands, and just apply. I'm just spritzing the water on it, not to get it wet because I don't want my hair to take forever to dry. So I'm just getting it like damp a little. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, my hair is not dry. Like, my hair is moisturized. Like, after taking down the braids, I could still, like, I could feel some leftover product, like moisture in my hands. So that's a huge sign that my hair is like properly moisturized. So that's why I'm not like going into like really moisturize my hair before doing the pot, because my hair is moisturized, but just to have some extra moisture under the gel, because I'm going to be using gel to define my hair. I'm going to take some leave-in conditioner. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it, just a teeny tiny bit of it, and just apply, just to give my hair some added moisture under the gel. You can see my hair has already started to shrink. And that's the beauty of it. So next, I'm going to start applying the gel. Today I'm using the Styler Flaxseed Gel. This is actually my first time using this gel. I like the smell. It smells like liquid soap that I used to use a long time ago. I like the smell. It actually feels like regular Styler gel. So I'm just going to start taking my hair section by section. I'm just going to start applying the gel. I think I need more water. Like, this is not mixing into my hair at all. My hair is not wet enough for it to define, so I'm going to be spraying some water on each clump of hair, like on each section, before I apply the gel. So I'm done applying the gel all over my hair, and you guys, if you watch my wash and go videos, then you know what time it is. So now I'm just going to this will help to clump it a little bit more. You can air dry, but I do not have time for that, so I'm going to be using this Delia hair dryer. I showed this in my last wash and go video, and I talked about like things about it and why I like it. So I'm going to be using it on 0 heat and highest airflow setting. So while I was applying the gel, this is how much hair I lost. So altogether, this is how much hair I lost. I'm sure I still have some shed hairs in my hair because that's too small for 2 weeks. So I'm done drying my hair. I always forget to tell you guys, whenever I say that I'm going to dry my hair with a blow dryer, I usually dry my hair with a blow dryer and a fan. So like, I have a standing fan, so I sit like very close to standing fan, and then I blow dry. I noticed that helps to speed up the whole process, because if I'm going to be using my blow dryer on 0 heat and high airflow, like, it's going to take forever because I'm using like 0 heat. So I always like put my head very close to the standing fan and then blow dry to help speed up the whole process. And that was exactly what I did today. My hair is like, I'd say 90% dried. Like, there are still some parts, especially at the back, that are not dry yet, but I cannot kill myself. I'm tired. Drying your hair with a blow dryer like and a fan, like, it's so tiring, like, because I don't have any chair that is like very close to the level of my standing fan, so I have to, most times I have to stoop. It's not a comfortable position, so this should do. Now this is what my hair looks like. So now I'm just going to go ahead and pick my hair, just give it a nice shape. So I feel like it's just, I don't like the shape, so I'm going to add another hair clip just to raise it up a little bit so that it stands better. So I'm done, and I prefer this shape, like it's more round and like it's standing nicer. So this is what it looks like. I like the shape of the puff. It looks so cute. Now if you want, you can sleek like your edges and everything, but that's not the look I'm going for. I like the way it looks like this. We've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.